Hi, I'm Michelle Cooper, registered dietitian, and today I'm going to talk to you about healthy diet recipes to lose weight. There are several things that you can do with your recipes in order to make them healthy or in order to help you lose weight. If a recipe calls for ground beef, for example, you could substitute that with ground turkey or ground chicken. The flavor is usually synonymous and the calories are lower as well as the fat. Another thing that you could do is avoid the beef altogether and use vegetables. One example would be vegetable lasagna instead of meat lasagna. When a recipe calls for eggs, you could substitute egg whites with the more fatty and high cholesterol-laden egg yolks. Another thing that you can do is decrease the amount of sugar that a recipe calls for. A lot of times you may be able to compensate for this by adding applesauce or raisins or something other sweet that's lower in sugar and calories. Some other things you can do when a recipe calls for white rice that has a high glycemic index is to substitute with brown rice. White pasta you can substitute with whole wheat or wheat pasta. And of course you can also modify the cooking method. When something is called on to be fried, you can also broil, grill, or braise that, which also results in retention of more minerals and vitamins, especially with vegetables, and also results in a lower fat recipe. So, when cooking for weight loss or using recipes for weight loss, think about these tips that will help to decrease the amount of calories and fat and increase the amount of fiber. Remember, substituting things like ground turkey or ground chicken for ground beef, grilling, broiling, or braising instead of frying, reducing the amount of sugar and substituting with things like applesauce or raisins, using brown rice instead of white rice, which has a high glycemic index, and substituting with whole wheat pastas over white pastas. These are some things that might help your recipes a little bit to be a little bit healthier and to help you in losing weight.